I'm walking to Penshurst in Kent, famous for its alleged association with Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn's romance. I'm going there today, a bit unexpectedly, to see if the brass of Anne Boleyn's brother has partially been stolen from the parish church. While researching the burials of Anne Boleyn's baby brothers, I found these 2 pages on the internet with pictures of the memorial brass of little Thomas Boleyn Jr. in Penshurst. As you can see, part of the brass is now missing. But has it been stolen? And just over the top of the hedge we can see the tower of Penshurst Church. And underneath this house is the entrance to the church. Let's go in. Are we going to find all the brasses here or not? Let's go up into the chancel. And I've just got a bit excited because I can just see the little monumental brass there of Thomas Boleyn in the distance. And as we come into the Sidney Chapel, I can instantly see what I really didn't want to see. Because look. Oh, goodness me. Here is the little grave of Thomas Boleyn. But look. This bit is missing. Regrettably, it's looking to me like the original bit of the brass of little Thomas Boleyn has been stolen. This is where the steps were that went up here. This isn't actually what I thought was going to happen. I thought I might have come here and then it was going to have been back in place. It was going to be there again. So where is it? Where is the portion of the brass of little Thomas Boleyn? The steps that held up the original cross? We can see though the inscription here, Thomas Boleyn, spelled B-W-L-L-A-Y-E-N, the son of Sir Thomas Boleyn. There is this about the Sidney Chapel, which says it was designed by architect J. and Rebecca in 1822. You can see this very colourful and decorative ceiling of this chapel here, coming down to all the tombs below. Now, what was immediately apparent to me, though, when I saw some pictures of this, is that Thomas Boleyn's tomb is round the wrong way. If we look at the tomb next to it, the inscription runs this way. If we walk over to Thomas Boleyn's tomb, we can see that his inscription is actually up the other way. Now, if we look at churches, usually the main doors of the church were to the west, which is over there. Behind me is the altar, and that was to the east. This is the altar currently in Penshurst Church. The north of the church is over there. And the south of the church is over there. The person buried below me here, Mills Smith, will have his head at that end and his feet down here where my feet are. That is so that when the day of the resurrection comes, his feet will be here, his head will be here, and he will rise up this way. And everybody in the church would rise up in the same direction. They would rise to face the east, which is where the altar is. Now, if we come back into the Sidney Chapel, we can see that Thomas Boleyn's tomb is facing in the wrong direction. He would be raising up towards that way, whereas actually he should be raising to the east, which is over there, because the altar is over there too. So it's immediately clear to me that the tomb has been moved. There's this tomb in the Sidney Chapel here. There are these brasses over here. I therefore think a lot of these tombs are going to have been moved from somewhere else. I'm going to leave the Sidney Chapel and Penshurst Church now. Where exactly was little Thomas Boleyn buried? But what on earth has happened to that bit of the memorial brass of Anne Boleyn's little brother, Thomas Boleyn? Has it been stolen? Is it being kept safe somewhere? What can we find out?
You can continue the story with the next edited episode.
Or watch the full unedited and uncut version of this episode? Or what about watching this new family history story? Click here to subscribe to the channel to find out about all future episodes. Thanks for watching.